Nigeria, as you know, has challenges. So we had to come to the border town with a military escort.
Wow.
You
Wow.
know, so we have arrangements to get police and military escorts where we feel there are security challenges. I mean, Bernard, this has to be done. Look, Kwame Nkrumah, Modibo, Keita, Sekou King Mohammed of Morocco, and NASA envisioned this in 1960. They envisioned an Africa where 1.4 billion people would be united. They've got one currency, one passport, can travel freely amongst themselves. It's been how many years? And we still can't take the political decision to make it happen, to create more jobs for our own people, to encourage intra-Africa travel, even cultural exchanges. So we feel, as disciples of Nkrumah, and don't forget, it's not surprising that this is coming from Ghana. Ghana has always been the
Yeah.
epicenter
Yeah.
of the Pan-African struggle.
Mm.
So this is what we're
Wow.
doing to support, and we can't thank you enough for.
No, I am
everything
I'm absolutely amazed and impressed by this your tour. Just to clarify, so from Ethiopia to South Sudan, then Central African Republic, and then Chad, Niger, Burkina, Ghana. Is that the way it's supposed to?
No. So Chad, Niger, then Algeria.
Algeria, okay.
Now there's a bit of conundrum, with the Algeria situation. The Algerians have had issues with Morocco since 1994, so they've blocked their land border. Again, that is one of the failings of the African Union. And I mean, if you are a regional body and your kids haven't been speaking to each other from 1994 and you haven't been able to fix it by now, then it tells you that you're really not doing your work well. So the conundrum here is either we go from Algeria to Spain by ferry,
Oh God.
and then we pick ferries from Spain to Morocco before we can,
So you can't go
drive.
from Algeria to Morocco directly.
And they are neighbors. It's like Ghana and Togo or Burkina. We can't go directly because of
Wow.
this,
They are quarreling.
situation that has festered since 1994.
So you do Morocco and then come down to Mauritania.
We'll do Morocco, then Mauritania, then Senegal, then Gambia, then Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, Liberia, the Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, and
How are you
eventually back home.
How are you paying for this? This is Trans-Africa Tourism and Unity Campaign. You're a former MP. I don't know how much money you have. I mean, this must be costing you a fortune to do 39 countries in I don't know how many days. That's unbelievable.
In 163 days.
How are you doing this?
We can't thank our sponsors enough. Major sponsors, Telecel Ghana, who are making it possible for me to talk to you via WhatsApp. The National Investment Bank of Ghana, Ghana Gas, GNPC, Del Cielo Optical Services Limited in Accra, Stanbic Bank Ghana, the National Lotteries Authority. They are our major sponsors, but of course with support from Cocoa Board. Cocoa Board gave us some cocoa products.
Wow.
To
market Ghana.
To market Ghana. The Ghana Tourism Authority gave us some, pamphlets and stuff, to give away together with the Ministry of Tourism, but of course GIPC, Ghana Free Zones Authority.
Wow.
Who have all,
So you are exploring markets for Ghanaian products as well. So whether it's chocolate or textiles or whatever. So hopefully you can do a paper for GIPC or the Ministry of Trade on the after and the potential therein, right?
Absolutely. The potential is huge, and not just these institutions, but we want to do a paper at the end of a trip for all the governments in Africa as well, sharing with them our observations and recommendations, and hoping that within the next 5 years, because what the AU has is that the AU envisages that by 2063, Africa should be borderless, where you and I and every African national can travel freely. But Bernard, we feel that is completely out of touch. 2063 is 40 years from now. The African youth from Kumbungu or from, Avetime or from Nigeria does not have 40 years. They're looking for opportunities. They've got energy. They've got creativity. And if we don't harness that properly, the devil will find work for them. So we are hoping that Africa can do this in the next 5 years. I mean, Kenya's showed us the way. Benin is already doing it. Benin has visa on arrival for all African nationals for up to 90 or 120 days. All right. Burkina Faso also just announced last week on the back of our campaign that it was canceling visa requirement for all African nationals. So gradually we hope that the necessary Africa's time is now. If you look at what is happening elsewhere,